Guys, what's going on, man? It's your boy George back with another video of mine. Hope it's doing well on this Monday. Much love to all of you. So today's video, we're gonna be talking about the special one, Jose Mourinho. First time actually making a video about Jose and his tactics. We're gonna be looking at the 2014 to 2015 Chelsea and why they were so successful that season. Won the Premier League title, won the Capital One Cup. We're gonna be talking about why they were so solid in their low block, like some Matic, Fabregas, and obviously the two wingers in Willian and Hazard coming back to make two banks of four with that defensive line and that midfield line, and Oscar coming back to help out as well. Obviously, as you can see there, Giroud looks a bit out of place. Obviously, he wasn't there in 2014 and 15. It was Diego Costa, but obviously Diego Costa's not in this game anymore, so apologies there, guys, but I'm using Giroud in this one here. I'm going to be breaking down to you guys how to create that defensive structure, that low block with this team on this game. But first I want to just talk about the roles of the team. Matic is an LDM, Fabregas is an RCM. Yes, Fabregas used to be a deep line playmaker and he used to pick out passes from deep and send through balls to Diego Costa, but occasionally Fabregas will get up the field on the edge of the box. He won't make runs into the box. I remember one time he did against QPR, but overall he's that guy to pass the ball, recycle possession, and link up the play. So RCM for Fabregas. That's pretty much all the roles and positions I want to talk about with this team. Now let's get straight into the instructions. Thibaut Courtois comes for crosses, and default settings for this instruction here. The reason why I don't have sweeper keeper is because our defensive line is very deep. So there's no need to have a sweeper keeper because there's literally going to be no space in between the goalkeeper and defensive line. So plus Thibaut Courtois is not a great sweeper keeper. If you've watched Chelsea in the past, you would know how good Thibaut Courtois is in terms of his ball playing ability. Not great at all, but comes for crosses is very good in terms of being demanded in the air and using his height to his advantage, and also using his handling to his advantage as well. So comes for crosses, no other instructions set on him. Zuma and Cahill, default settings. Aspilicueta, balanced or stay back while attacking. Now Ivanovic is actually your guy that's going to be creating that width on that right hand side. Join the attack for Ivanovic and overlap. Now what happens is when Willian comes infield, Ivanovic overlaps and helps out Willian and creates that width on that right hand side, and Aspilicueta actually stays back. So when we do get counter attacked, it kind of ends up as a back three because Aspilicueta is actually more passive and more defensive than Ivanovic. So to create that structure with this team, I would have Ivanovic join the attack, overlap, Aspilicueta stay back while attacking, or balanced and overlap. It's really up to you guys on what you want to do there. Now Matic, cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking, cover center. Now Ivanovic is your anchor man. Ivanovic is your guy to destroy play, get the ball to Fabregas and start attacks from there. He is your guy to defend and cover for the likes of Fabregas. Fabregas is good, don't get me wrong, when it comes to his defensive attributes, but occasionally you will see Matic cover and help out Fabregas in that middle of the field. So you need them staying back while attacking and cutting off them passing lanes. So Matic, cut them passing lanes, stay back while attacking, cover center. Now if you want to create that compactness in the middle, you need to have cover center as an instruction. So Matic, that's instructions on him. Says Fabregas, stay on the edge of the box for a cross and cover center. Now what will happen offensively when we do have the ball in the opponent's half, our shape will turn into a 4-1-4-1 formation. So Matic being the deepest player, Oscar and Fabregas combining with each other. So it'll be Fabregas coming on the edge of the box. He won't be making runs into the box. Obviously that season didn't really have a lot of goals, but what will happen is Fabregas will be like your playmaker, recycle the ball to Fabregas and link up the play. So you need him as an RCM and not an RDM. So Fabregas, stay on the edge of the box and cover center. Now we're going to move on to Oscar. Oscar come back on the fence. Used to make runs into the box, late runs from deeper positions, and used to tap in and get a couple goals as well. And with Costa as well, used to hold up the ball and used to drag defenders out of position, and it would often free space for lots of Oscar to run into and you know, create chances. So free roam, used to drift out on the wings, help out Hazard, help out Willian, appearing as like a left attacking mid, right attacking mid as well. So very crafty player, very good player at that time, but I'm not sure what Oscar's doing anymore. So come back on defense, get into the box for a cross, free roam. Now moving on to the star boy Eden Hazard, my favorite player at the time. Come back on defense, free roam, come short. Now free roam because he's appearing everywhere, you know, on the field. He's appearing everywhere in terms of getting in between the lines, dropping deeper, you know, helping out Matic, helping out Fabregas, and used to be that ball carrier in his team, carry the ball from deep and drive at defenders. So to create that, I would have it personally on free roam and come short. Now you need him on the ball as much as possible, and you can't have him on getting behind. It wouldn't make any sense because he won't have a lot of the ball. He won't be your playmaker as such. You know, he was a playmaker for Chelsea, you know, so you need him come short so he can receive the ball and do his magic. So come short and get in the box for a cross as well. So Willian, come back on defense, cut inside and get into the box for a cross. Now Willian is like a playmaker on the wing. He's like your right attacking mid. He might not provide the width for you all the time due to Ivanovic working that line, but Oscar, Hazard and Willian used to play very close to each other, and they used to play little short passes and get in between the lines. And obviously when you have come back on defense for both Willian and Hazard, off the ball you get a 4-2-3-1 shape, and Hazard comes very narrow in the midfield just like Willian, and that forces your opponents to play out on the wing in less dangerous areas, which is beneficial for your team because on the wing is less effective and it's less dangerous than playing down the middle. So both Hazard and Willian are on come back on defense. So that's Willian's instructions. And Giroud, also known as Diego Costa, for support runs you can have balance width or drift wide. Now with drift wide, what he's going to do is going to make runs onto the left or onto the right, and he's going to drag defenders out of their position, which leaves space for Oscar to run into and exploit. You can do that, or target man. Now with target man, you can use Diego Costa or Giroud's physical attributes and strength to hold up the ball with his back towards goal and play the ball to the likes of Hazard, Oscar and Willian. So basically Willian, Oscar and Hazard are going to play off Giroud or aka Diego Costa. So that's what he used to do for Chelsea in 2014-15. So to replicate that, target man would be the option, and no other instructions set on him. Now defensive style, pressure and heavy touch, balanced or drop back. Now that is Mourinho's philosophy. You won't see Chelsea pressing once they lose the ball. They'll get players back in numbers, and it's very hard for the opponents to find space in between their lines because everyone's at your back and defending in their shape, in that 4-2-3-1 shape. So if you're losing the game, you might want to go on pressure and heavy touch. If you're winning and it's very tight, drop back or balance would be the option. Now width, been explaining it in my video. They defend very narrow, so the only way to really replicate that structure in this game, have the width on 3, the depth is on 4. They defended in a low block at times, so 4 or 5 is really up to you and what you want to do there. 3, I feel like it's too defensive, man, way too defensive on 3. It invites too much pressure, so have the back line push a little further in that 4 and 5. Really up to you guys and what you want to do there. Fast build-up play and long ball on this game is the perfect way to create an organised and fluid counter-attacking system, and obviously Jose Mourinho has been known over the years to master this counter-attacking philosophy from when he was at Inter Milan, Real Madrid and even Manchester United. And obviously in 2014-15 it was the same, very direct, very fast, and for me, fast build-up play or long ball. Now the width has to be wide to create a counter-attacking philosophy because you need your wider players to create that width. And obviously what happens is when they get wide, likes of Hazard and Willian, you draw your opposing fullbacks to them, which leaves space in them half spaces for the likes of Oscar and Costa to run into. And you need your opponents to be stretched. And the only way to do that, you need your wingers to get wider. So 4, 5, or 6. It's up to you guys what you want to do there, but make sure it's not on your 3s or your 2s. You know, this is not a tiki-taka tactics video. This is a counter-attacking philosophy. This is a tactics for counter-attacking. So 4 or 5 guys. Players in the box: Oscar, Costa, Hazard, and occasionally Willian as well. You want Fabregas on the edge of the box, so 5 for me would work. Corners, 3 or 2. Since we're more defensive, you might want it on 2. Free kicks, personal preference. Now, that is pretty much it for this video. By the way, I'm going to tell you guys right now, this actually works. This team actually works. I've played with it, guys. I'm going to show you guys how I'm like with this tactics and instructions with Spain. Honestly, I'm killing it on seasons with Spain right now. Scored a lot of goals from counter attacks and stuff. But yeah, man, the shape is very good also defensively. So not only are we dangerous from counter attacks, we're also very good from defensive and off the ball. So must try, guys. Please try this, man, and please let me know how it goes. If it works, cool. If it don't work, I'll try and find a solution for you. But yeah, man, that's me done.